For decades, astronomers have been listening to the universe. And every once in a while, the cosmos whispers back. A mysterious radio signal that appeared once and never returned. A strange object from another star system that seemed to defy physics. A star whose light flickered in ways no one could explain. Each discovery sparked the same question. Are these just bizarre natural phenomena? Or could they be the first hints that we are not alone? Today, we're exploring the strangest signals, objects, and mysteries ever found in space, and why some scientists briefly wondered if aliens might be involved. Imagine you're scanning the sky for signs of intelligent life, and suddenly a signal appears that seems to match exactly what scientists have been searching for. That's what happened on August 15th, 1977. At Ohio State University's Big Ear radio telescope, researchers detected one of the most mysterious radio signals ever recorded. The signal lasted for 72 seconds and was extraordinarily powerful, about 30 times stronger than the surrounding background noise. What made it so unusual wasn't just its strength, it was also incredibly narrow band. Natural cosmic sources like stars, gas clouds, and quasars typically emit radio waves across a broad range of frequencies. But this signal was concentrated into a tiny slice of the radio spectrum, a characteristic many scientists expected from an artificial transmitter. Even more intriguing, the signal appeared near the 1,420 megahertz hydrogen line. This is the natural radio frequency emitted by neutral hydrogen, the most abundant element in the universe. Because hydrogen is everywhere in space, many SETI researchers believed an advanced civilization might deliberately use this frequency as a universal calling channel. Astronomer Jerry Eman was reviewing the telescope's computer printout when he noticed the unusual data sequence, 6EQUJ5. Amazed by its intensity, he circled it and wrote a single word beside it. Wow! The mystery deepened because despite decades of follow-up observations, the signal was never detected again. No confirmed source has ever been found. Nearly 50 years later, the WOW signal remains one of the strongest and most compelling unexplained events in the history of the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. In October 2017, astronomers spotted something extraordinary, a visitor from another star system. The object was named Oumuamua, a Hawaiian word meaning scout or messenger from afar arriving first. It was the first confirmed interstellar object ever observed passing through our solar system. At first, astronomers assumed it was either an asteroid or a comet, but Oumuamua quickly began breaking the rules. As it tumbled through space, its brightness changed dramatically, suggesting an extremely unusual shape. Early estimates indicated it might be several times longer than it was wide, unlike most known asteroids. Some later studies even suggested it could have been flatter, more like a pancake than a cigar. Then came an even bigger surprise. As Oumuamua moved away from the sun, it accelerated slightly faster than gravity alone could explain. Comets often do this because sunlight heats their icy surfaces, creating jets of gas that act like tiny thrusters. But astronomers couldn't detect the dust, gas, or cometary tail that should have accompanied such activity. This led to a wave of scientific debate. Most researchers proposed natural explanations, including an unusually icy body, a hydrogen-rich object, or a fragment ejected from a distant planetary system. But Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb suggested a far more controversial possibility, that Oumuamua might be an artificial light sail, a thin structure propelled by starlight and perhaps created by an advanced civilization. Today, there is no evidence that Oumuamua was alien technology, yet its strange shape, unexplained acceleration, and interstellar origin continue to make it one of the most mysterious objects ever discovered in space. Imagine a flash of radio energy so powerful that in just a few thousandths of a second, it releases as much energy as our sun produces over several days. These mysterious events are known as fast radio bursts, or FRBs. The first FRB was discovered in 2007 while astronomers were analyzing archive telescope data. At first, many scientists thought it was an instrument error. After all, how could something so bright appear for only a few milliseconds and then vanish completely? But as more detections arrived, it became clear that FRBs were real, and they were coming from far beyond our galaxy. What makes them so fascinating is their incredible power. Even though they last only milliseconds, some FRBs can be detected from billions of light years away. Their radio waves travel across vast cosmic distances, carrying information about the gas and matter scattered throughout the universe. The mystery deepened when astronomers discovered repeating FRBs. Some sources produced multiple bursts, while others appeared only once. This suggested that more than one physical mechanism might be responsible. For a time, speculation ran wild. Could these signals be alien communications, giant interstellar beacons, even propulsion systems for advanced civilizations? Today, the leading explanation points to magnetars, extremely dense neutron stars with magnetic fields trillions of times stronger than Earth's. Violent magnetic eruptions on these exotic objects can generate bursts powerful enough to be detected across the cosmos. Yet despite major advances, fast radio bursts remain one of modern astronomy's most intriguing mysteries, reminding us that the universe still has many secrets left to reveal. In the vastness of our galaxy, one ordinary-looking star triggered one of the most extraordinary debates in modern astronomy. The star is known as Tabby Star, or KIC 8462852, located about 1,500 light-years from Earth in the constellation Cygnus. The mystery began when NASA's Kepler Space Telescope observed something highly unusual. Normally, when a planet passes in front of a star, it blocks a small and predictable fraction of the star's light. But Tabby Star wasn't behaving normally at all. Its brightness would suddenly drop by as much as 22%, far more than a planet could cause. Even stranger, the dimming events occurred at irregular intervals with no obvious pattern. Sometimes the star would fade dramatically, then return to normal, only to repeat the process months later. Astronomers proposed several explanations, including swarms of comets, planetary debris, and massive dust clouds orbiting the star. But none of the early models fully explained the strange observations. Then a more exotic idea captured public attention. Could the dimming be caused by a gigantic alien megastructure? Some researchers speculated about a Dyson swarm, a vast network of orbiting structures built by an advanced civilization to collect energy from its star. The possibility generated headlines around the world. However, further observations found no evidence of artificial radio transmissions or technological activity. Today, the leading explanation points to large amounts of cosmic dust blocking the starlight. Yet Tabby Star remains a fascinating reminder that sometimes the universe can produce phenomena so strange that even scientists briefly consider ideas straight out of science fiction. In late 2020, a signal from the nearest star system to Earth briefly electrified the scientific community. The signal was called BLC1, short for Breakthrough Listen Candidate 1. It was detected during observations of Proxima Centauri, a red dwarf star located just 4.24 light-years away. What's particularly exciting about Proxima Centauri is that it hosts at least one potentially habitable exoplanet, making it a prime target in the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. BLC1 immediately stood out because it possessed several characteristics scientists actively look for in artificial signals. It was a narrow-band radio transmission, concentrated in a very small range of frequencies. Natural astrophysical sources rarely produce signals this precise, which is why narrowband emissions are considered potential indicators of technology. Even more intriguing, the signal appeared to shift slightly in frequency over time. This effect, known as Doppler drift, can occur when a transmitter is located on a rotating planet orbiting a star. For months, researchers carefully analyzed the data, attempting to eliminate every possible terrestrial explanation. The signal generated enormous excitement because it survived several initial filters that usually expose human-made interference. But science is a process of elimination. After extensive investigation, astronomers concluded that BLC1 was most likely radio interference, originating from human technology on or near Earth. No evidence linked it to an extraterrestrial civilization. Yet BLC1 remains an important case study. It demonstrated how difficult it is to distinguish a truly alien signal from the countless radio transmissions generated by our own technological world. And it showed that the search continues, because one day a signal might survive every test. Not every cosmic mystery points toward aliens. Sometimes nature creates something even stranger. One of the most bizarre exoplanets ever discovered is KIC 12557548b, a world that appears to be literally evaporating into space. Located about 2,000 light-years from Earth, this planet orbits so close to its parent star that its surface temperatures may exceed 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to melt and vaporize rock. But what first caught astronomers' attention wasn't the heat. It was the planet's highly unusual transit behavior. When astronomers observe an exoplanet passing in front of its star, the amount of blocked starlight is usually predictable. KIC 12557548b was different. Sometimes the planet blocked a significant amount of light, while at other times the dimming was much weaker. The transit depth changed dramatically from orbit to orbit. At first, researchers struggled to explain what they were seeing. Some even considered exotic possibilities because the observations didn't match any known planetary behavior. The breakthrough came when scientists realized the planet might be shedding material into space. Intense stellar heat appears to be vaporizing the planet's rocky surface, creating a massive cloud of dust and debris trailing behind it like the tail of a comet. In other words, astronomers may be witnessing a planet slowly destroying itself. Over millions of years, this relentless evaporation could completely erase the world, leaving nothing behind. KIC 12557548b is a remarkable reminder that planets are not always stable worlds. Some are caught in a slow cosmic death spiral, disappearing grain by grain into the darkness of space. In the search for alien civilizations, one of the biggest challenges isn't finding unusual signals. It's proving they didn't come from Earth. That's exactly what happened with the Green Bank Signal Candidate in 2019. The signal was detected by the Green Bank Telescope in West Virginia, one of the world's most powerful radio observatories. As part of SETI, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, astronomers continuously monitor nearby stars, looking for narrow-band radio transmissions that might indicate advanced technology. During one observation campaign, researchers identified a signal that immediately stood out from the background noise. It appeared unusually focused in frequency, a characteristic rarely produced by natural astrophysical processes. Signals like this are especially interesting because radio transmitters, communication systems, and radar technologies often generate narrow-band emissions. At first glance, the candidate seemed promising. It passed several automated screening tests and displayed properties that SETI scientists actively search for when hunting for potential technosignatures. But extraordinary claims require extraordinary verification. Researchers spent months investigating every possible explanation. They compared observations, checked equipment performance, and searched for signs of interference from satellites, aircraft, and terrestrial communication systems. Eventually, the mystery was solved. The signal was traced back to human-made radio interference rather than an extraterrestrial source. While disappointing to some, the outcome highlighted something important. The universe is filled with noise, and distinguishing a genuine alien transmission from Earth's growing cloud of technology is incredibly difficult. The Green Bank Signal Candidate wasn't a message from another civilization, but it served as a valuable reminder that the next truly extraordinary signal must survive the most rigorous scientific scrutiny ever applied. Just when astronomers thought they had a good understanding of cosmic radio signals, the center of our galaxy revealed something completely unexpected. Between 2024 and 2025, researchers studying the region around the Milky Way's galactic center detected a new class of mysterious objects known as GPM signals, short for Galactic Plane and Galactic Center Radio Transients. Unlike pulsars, which emit radio pulses every few milliseconds or seconds, these objects switch on and off over periods lasting minutes and sometimes even hours. That's what makes them so strange. According to current theories, highly magnetized neutron stars should not be able to produce radio pulses this slowly, yet these sources appear to do exactly that. Some emit powerful bursts of radio energy before falling silent again, only to reactivate later in a repeating cycle. The discoveries have challenged existing models of stellar remnants and extreme astrophysics. Scientists have proposed several explanations, including unusual magnetars, exotic white dwarf systems, and entirely new types of compact objects that have never been observed before. Naturally, whenever astronomers encounter something that doesn't fit known physics, speculation follows. Some people wondered whether these repeating signals could be technological in origin. However, there is currently no evidence linking them to extraterrestrial intelligence. What makes GPM signals so fascinating is that they remain largely unexplained. Unlike many cosmic mysteries that eventually find simple answers, these objects continue to challenge researchers and force scientists to rethink how some of the most extreme objects in the universe behave. Sometimes the greatest mystery isn't finding aliens, it's discovering that nature is far stranger than we imagined.